Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to try to explain some things about Avengers Infinity War because I've gotten a lot of questions about the movie and certain things. So I'm going to try to explain some stuff, and for the people who may or may not like the movie, just know that this is just something that I observed watching the movie. So I want to start with the deaths of characters because a lot of people have been asking about, is this character dead? For now, so far, for what we know, unless some change in Avengers Infinity War 4 or 2, part 2 of Avengers Infinity War, I would say the characters that you saw disintegrate are dead. They're deceased, unless like there's some theories going around that maybe they're in the soul stone. That's a possibility, but unlikely, because like I've always said, in Hollywood and in movies, when they have an on-screen death. So when they have an on-screen death, for all those who don't know, that means that they're legitimately dead. If you have a off-screen death, you can make the excuse on bringing these characters back if they're killed off screen, but so far they're dead. Also, the writers and creators of this film had confirmed that these characters are deceased right now. So if you have a Black Panther 2, Mr. Ryan Coogler has stated that he may possibly do an all-female movie of Black Panther 2. Now, it's not set in stone that he's going to do that. But like I said, we have to see what happens in Infinity War Part 2. But so far, that's what it looks like it's going to be. If they come out with Spider-Man Homecoming 2, that's a different animal. So I'm not really sure how they're going to go about that. In that sense, maybe they'll have like a Spider-Man clone or something take his place. But again, that wouldn't make sense, because in Homecoming 1 we didn't see anything about a clone. There was no mention about a clone. So again, that's a little different. Now I also want to say that what makes the movie good is the fact that Thanos is what makes the movie good, and how he went about on getting the Infinity Stones. Because like I've told y'all, or try to explain, that in the comic books, for those who don't know, he did most of it for Death. Death is used Thanos because she wanted more deaths, and Thanos had the power with the 6 Infinity Stones to kill all these people. Now I think that's in the 1980s version of the Infinity War. I think the second part of Infinity War, which was like somewhere in 2000, he was searching for his son Thane, to kill his son Thane, who happened to be an Inhuman and was held at the Inhuman I think it's Atlantia or something like that. I might be saying that wrong, so excuse me for that. But he was held there for his protection from Thanos. Also, I want to say that for those who are like, well, I don't know if I like the movie because of those deaths, don't look at those deaths as a way to say, okay, I like or dislike the movie, because how we have to view this is they did not know that Black Panther was going to be as successful as it was. When they made the Infinity War, they already handpicked all the characters that was going to die. And when you really pay attention to who's alive and who's dead, majority of them, except Nebula and maybe War Machine, I can't remember if Falcon was survived. No, he didn't. Those are 2 characters that were not part of the original Avengers. But everybody else who survived were original members of the Avengers. So they went back to regular Avengers. Now for those who say, well, Loki may not be dead, Loki's dead. He had an on-screen death. Heimdall dead, on-screen death. Black Panther, on-screen death. So I just want y'all to understand about on-screen deaths. But like I said, when I was just saying that they did the original Avengers, so because of that, the original Avengers with Captain Marvel will end up having a big role, because I think what they're going to do is have Captain Marvel play a huge role in Infinity War Part 2. all those don't know, Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, was originally called Miss Marvel. That was her original name. But after the death of the original Captain Marvel, because that's how he said his name, which was a Kree soldier, she ended up taking his name and calling herself Captain Marvel. So I just wanted to let you guys give that little history. And for all those who don't know, the Captain Marvel movie is coming out soon and it's supposed to take place in the 90s. They changed some of her backstory because they felt like it was too much like Hal Jordan's backstory with the pilot thing. So they kind of changed it to fit into what they were trying to do. And I also telling you guys because they're in DC, there is another character named Captain Marvel that I think DC has changed to Shazam, so it wouldn't be too much confusion about which Captain Marvel is which, because some people get that stuff confused. But like I said, if you want to like the movie, like it for the effects, what they did, and Thanos, because Thanos to me made that movie really spectacular, and what he had did, how he went about it, his motivations, those are things. And the Black Order, they were pretty cool, even though they got the butts whipped. So this is going to be a short video, and you guys should push it down in the comments at the bottom. And if you guys like the video, hit the like button. If you dislike the video, hit the like button anyway. Well, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.